DHS, FBI, and FAA, and DoD joint statement on ongoing response to reported drone sightings. There are more than 100 million drones, they say, lawfully registered with FAA in the United States, and there are thousands of commercial, hobbyists, and law enforcement drones lawfully in the sky on any given day. With the technology landscape evolving, we expect that number to increase over time. So you already see where they're going with this. Look, there's there's thousands of people who have their own drones. Okay, well, that doesn't account for the actual drones that are being seen that are beyond something a hobbyist would have in size. It doesn't, of course, account for the ones that are showing up in restricted airspace. And it also doesn't account for the fact that all of this was true prior to this mystery with the Jersey drones. All this was true prior to November 18th, before we started to see them. So, you had hobbyists then. Why didn't we have this affair then? Obviously, because something else is taking place. This isn't just hobbyists flying their drones around. But that's the narrative they're pushing here. FBI has received tips of more than 5,000 reported drone sightings in the last few weeks, with approximately 100 leads generated, and the FBI government is supporting state and local officials in investigating these reports. Consistent with each of our missions and authorities, we're quickly working to prioritize and follow these leads. We have sent advanced detection technology to the region, and we have sent trained visual observers. Having closely examined the technical data and tips from concerned citizens, we assess that the sightings to date, here it is. They're going to tell us what we're seeing. The sightings to date include a combination of lawful commercial drones, hobbyist drones, and law enforcement drones, as well as manned fixed-wing aircraft, helicopters, and stars mistakenly reported as drones. We have not identified anything anomalous and do not assess the activity to date to present a national security or public safety risk over the civilian airspace in New Jersey and other states in the Northeast. So more of what Kirby was giving us at the White House, right? Just more of that narrative. What you're seeing is just, it's normal stuff. But see, we had all these things before the Jersey drones, right? We had all these things before November 18th. And yet we didn't have this issue then, did we? No. Okay. So there's something else going on here. That said, we recognize the concern among many communities. We continue to support state and local authorities with advanced detection technology and support of law enforcement. We urge Congress to enact counter UAS legislation. Might that be what's going on? More legislation, right? We urge Congress to enact counter UAS legislation when it reconvenes that would extend and expand existing counter drone authorities to identify and mitigate any threat that may emerge. Additionally, there have been a limited number of visual sightings of drones over military facilities in New Jersey and elsewhere, including within restricted airspace. Such sightings near or over DoD installations are not new, they say. DoD takes unauthorized access over its airspace seriously and coordinates closely with federal, state, and local law enforcement authorities as appropriate. Local commanders are actively engaged to ensure there are appropriate detection and mitigation measures in place. So they're acknowledging that it happens, but they're not offering an explanation. They're just saying, hey, it happens and it's not new. Interesting, because I think the frequency at which this is happening might be new. And if it's not new, then the government is even more, and the military is even more incompetent than we may have thought, because it shouldn't be happening at all. So really, this is not a sufficient explanation. Basically, everything you're seeing is normal stuff. We've always had it before. You guys are just now noticing it, maybe. And also, hey, we've had these issues with, drones showing up over military bases and everything. Yeah, it happens. Yeah, okay. Hey, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the content. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button, the like button, and if you want to support the channel, visit patreon.com/Reason and Theology.